Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now if you own one of these 4Runners right here, you guys might have noticed that during the hours of darkness, these headlights are really dim. Take a look at these. These are the factory halogen bulbs that came with this Toyota 4Runner. Now, as you can tell, we got the high beams on and the low beams, and got the camera looking right directly into the headlight, and it's not that bright. It's not blinding me. Unboxing, I want to show you guys something pretty unique about these vehicles that are made for the United States versus the vehicles that are made for the Japanese domestic market. Now take a look at this engine bay. I do like a clean Toyota engine, and this is one of the best motors that I think Toyota has ever made. But take a look at this. With the high beams on, the fog light doesn't come on. But as soon as I switch back to the low beams, the fog lights come on. Isn't that crazy? So you can't get the fog lights to come on unless you have the low beams on. Take a look at this car. This is a Celica GT4. This one's made for the Japanese domestic market. I'm gonna go turn on the lights, the low beams, the high beams, and it will let you turn the fog lights on. So let me flip these lights on real quick. Just one of those things that I noticed about these vehicles. Small little differences, but pretty cool. Low beams, high beams, fog lights down there. Take a look at that. How cool is that? So for these Japanese vehicles, they'll let you run all 6 of these lights to blind those folks down those backcountry highways, or just to illuminate those mountain roads that you're driving around. So now look at this one. Only lets you do it if your low beams are on. So I thought that was kind of cool. Cool little difference. Now let's go ahead and get to this unboxing right here. Now thanks again to our friends over at AutoOne for sending this kit again. This kit includes the 9005 bulbs, which are for the high beams, and the H11s, which are for the low beams. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. It does say on here is high brightness, long lifespan, plug and play operation, and off-road use. So kind of eager to see how much of a difference these LEDs are going to make on this 4Runner, considering that we are replacing the halogen bulbs with these LEDs. So overall, I think any LED is going to be an overall improvement when compared to these halogen bulbs. Now over here on the right, let's get a close-up, and this is how this bulb looks like. This is our 9005, so HB3, our high beam, and this is what it looks like. It's got one LED chip. It looks like it has maybe 3 LEDs on one chip. Alright, so that looks like it's pretty well made. Take a look at the other one. This one is also 9005 as well. So it looks like 9005 on the right. And most of these have, you know what? Most of these aftermarket LEDs have like fans built into them, but I'm not seeing any vents here. So I'm not sure if it's even has fans on here, because where would the fan be at? Do you guys see a fan in here anywhere? I don't see any place where there can be a fan on here. So I'm going to assume that there's no fan on these, and these are going to be extremely quiet. But all this metal right here, I think it's aluminum, is probably going to act as the heat sink. Go ahead and take a look at these other guys over here. Same thing with this one. Doesn't appear to be any fans. One LED chip right here. And this is the H11s. So the low beams looks like they are over here on the left. This is H11. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get these installed. I'm kind of curious on how these are going to perform now that I noticed that they don't come with fans. Do you guys see any fans on them? They do have this rubber gasket to help keep moisture away, but I don't see any cooling fans, so I guess they just use passive cooling on these heat sinks to cool it down. Now let's bring it over to the 4Runner. If you're not quite sure how to change these bulbs, let me show you guys real quick. Come on down here to the engine bay. So this is where I'm at. This is the engine. What you want to find for the low beams are these gray plastic covers right here. You're just gonna, there's this tab right here. You just rotate it down and push the tab out, and then it's going to expose the bulb in here. You just turn it counterclockwise, pull it straight out, and it'll come right on out. Now we're gonna try to do this with one hand. So this clip right here, you just push it out and then pull the bulb out just like that. Now when it goes to reassembly, it's gonna be the exact opposite. So we are just gonna line it up just like this, and then push the harness right onto the bulb, and it snaps on just like that. And that is it. That is it for this low beam. Let's go ahead and reinsert it back inside of here, and then we're going to turn it clockwise to lock it back in place. Turn it clockwise to lock it. Alright, that's locked. Yeah, it's not coming out now. And then this, we're just going to put this back on here like this. You have to kind of line it up, and then it'll go right back in, but yeah, right there. And then once it's lined up, you just want to twist it up. Twist it up to lock it just like that, and it's not going to come out. Now the high beams is actually easier because there's no covering for the high beams at all. And the high beams are just right there. So there's the low beams right here, and then the high beams right here. So let's go ahead and get this high beam knocked out. Since we're doing the lows and highs, all you gotta do is reach your hand back down in here, and then turn it counterclockwise, and then pull it straight out. This is all I'm gonna do. Well, ain't no way I can do it without blocking the camera, but counterclockwise, and then you're gonna slide it through these tabs right here. These are the locking tabs. Line it up, and then you just pull it straight out. Oh, it's coming. Alright, come straight out. Same thing with this one. Now to get this bulb removed right here, we're gonna push down on this part of the tab right here to unlock it right here from the bulb assembly. So go ahead and press down on this part, and it should release the bulb from this locking mechanism right here. Press that down, pull the bulb straight out. Now let's grab our new bulb and reinstall it back into this harness. Now with our new bulb in here, again for the high beams, it's going to be a 9005 bulb for this Toyota 4Runner. We're just going to grab the harness again, come right over here, and then just slide it right inside the harness, and then make sure the locking tab locks into this clip right here. You should hear it click. Alright, so not as loud as I thought it was going to be, but it is locked in there, and all we gotta do is just shove it back inside of this housing right here, and then turn it clockwise to lock it in place. And that is it. Let's bring it in closer to see what is going on with it down here. So with it reinstalled down there, you can tell that it's seated in there properly, and it is nice and locked. Same thing for the low beams right here. And I don't think I'm gonna show you guys on camera over here, but I'll just knock this passenger, well, this driver's side out real quick. But you would do the same thing over here. Let me bring this flashlight over here. So over here, pretty much the same thing over here. You would just come in here. This is for your high beams right here. Grab that. I could probably do right now, actually. Grab it, pull it out, just like this, and see if we can do this one hand. Press this in, and then pull it out. Oh, there you go. So high beam is halfway done, and then the low beams is inside this little covering. It's a little bit hard to get to, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll just do that one off camera, because pretty much the same thing on the driver's side as on the passenger side. So let me get these swapped out real quick, and then we'll take this vehicle out on a drive and give you guys a real world demonstration of how these LED bulbs perform in the dark. Alright guys, now with the new LEDs installed, we need to do a quick operations check just to make sure that these lights are going to turn on before we pull this 4Runner outside of the garage. So let's go ahead and turn on these lights. Alright, so we start out with the low beams first, see what they look like. Ooh, nice white clean light. I like that nice white clean light, I really do. It definitely makes the vehicle look more modern. Now, you guys haven't been paying attention, most vehicles nowadays, brand new vehicles, come with LEDs. Except for my brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500. That was like pretty expensive for a brand new vehicle. Should have came with LEDs, but I took care of it. But regardless, it should have came with it since it's a brand new vehicle. But on this 2017 4Runner, it has LEDs now. Let's go check out the high beams. Now we got the lows and the highs. A nice clean white light. Absolutely love it. Alright, so go ahead and take this 4Runner out this garage, out to some back roads, through the city. We're going to test the lows and the highs. See how much more brighter these lights are on the road. See if they actually increase our nighttime visibility while driving out there during the hours of darkness. Alright guys, we are out driving around town. It's really dark where I live, but take a look at these lights right here. These lights are not too bad at all. And I'm taking the video on my iPhone and GoPro, and this is what it looks like. It does not look bad at all. It is bright enough to see what is going on, and I think we will go down this little back road right here, which is really gonna get dark. Take a look how dark it is. That is dark out here. We're gonna see how well these lights do in the pitch black. I'm gonna stop this vehicle for a second and turn these lights off, and that is how dark it looks. It's pitch black out here. Alright, these are the low beams. It's got a really nice beam cut off. You can tell it's nice cut beam pattern, so the beam pattern is spot on. It's perfect. And we are gonna go to our high beams now, and that is what it looks like with our high beams on. Let's go back to our low beams and high beams. Alright, that is what it looks like. High beams. and low beams. But I think for where we're at right now, we are gonna go ahead and just flip it onto our high beams and continue driving through it here until we get out of here, so we can get out here nice and safely, because we are literally out in the back country. It is pitch black out here once again, and we're just gonna roll footage until we get out of here. Guys, check this out. This is with the low beams on, and I'm not sure if these lights are even that good. The camera's making them look good, but look how much brighter it is when I turn on my fog lights. These are just fog lights. Take a look at that. That's so much brighter. Now we are back in the garage after that road test. What do you guys think about it? I've got mixed feelings about it because I've tested other LEDs that are way brighter than that on the low beams. Now I'm not saying these are bad LEDs. All I'm saying is that I've tested LEDs that are brighter than these. But for the value you get for these, a low beam and a high beam, for the price point of it, I think it's still worth it if you are on the budget. But if you have a little bit more to spend on your budget, definitely recommend something with more light output. Now, considering that on this box right here, there's nothing on here to tell me how bright these lights were, and I just kind of wish that they would have just told me how bright these lights were. But again, there's nothing on here, well, besides saying high brightness. But other than that, and saying that it's off-road, we were definitely off-road, and I can totally say that my fog lights was definitely much brighter than those low beams. But I'll go ahead and leave that up to you guys, and you guys can come to your own conclusions. I think this is going to do it this time for Garage Matters. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and join us next time on Garage Matters.